Hi everybody, I'm Patty Jackson. I'm your auntie of pop culture. I go by the nickname Ginger. It's not cute, not knowing. Let's hug it out. We need a hug now more than ever. First off, you're going to notice some changes within the YouTube channel because we're upgrading it. Tech Life Steph, so glad to hook up and do this. She is amazing. You may have seen her on Strahan, Sarah, and Kiki, but she's a tech expert and she's helped me get it together. So you're going to see some graphics and some new things, and we're just kind of like stepping into and doing upgrades and doing all that stuff. I'm not a techie person, so I have to reach out for people to do it for me. First off, some people was mad at me about what I said about Chris Rock. I just asked a damn question. What about your locks? I get criticized all the time for being a lock-loving, lock-living woman. I just asked the question. Could be for a movie. We can agree to disagree. And I'm thinking maybe these people are new to the channel because you can agree to disagree. If I thought it looked crazy, maybe you don't. One woman said, this isn't what we should be talking about. This is an entertainment channel. And I'm going to get serious at the end of this. It's an entertainment channel. It's not CNN. I got friends at CNN, but this is not. So the stories to lighten the day, to keep you going. There's a lot going on every day, but the primary focus, we're an entertainment channel. Oh, I'm getting serious at the end of this. I am definitely getting serious at the end of this. Hope it's the start of a great weekend for you guys. At home, on demand, it's Tracee Ellis Ross, the movie The High Note. Ice Cube, Dakota Johnson. I'm glad the movie didn't go into theaters because I don't think it would have done well. I saw it. I didn't hate it. I didn't love it. You be the judge. You be the judge. I'm a huge Ice Cube fan. His first time back in a movie in 3 years because he was doing the 3-for-3 basketball. And I just adore Tracee Ellis Ross. And I really admire the director because she did the Late Night movie that Mindy Kaling was in. There's something missing, but I'm sure you guys are going to let me know in the comments. ESPN's 30 for 30. This week is all about Bruce Lee. Any Bruce Lee fans out there? He died very young. He was 37 years old. It was 1973. At this point, he was this huge star. Martial arts, he was the Green Hornet. My brother was this huge Bruce Lee fan, so that's why I know so much. So it's going to be a fascinating look at his life. Bruce Lee, the subject of the next 30 for 30. Movie theaters are coming back, y'all. They are, and you're going to see a huge campaign for theaters. How different is it going to be? They're going to do the temperature check. Let's get used to that. I went to the dentist yesterday. That was the first thing they did was check my temperature and wait. Y'all know the menopausal sweats. I get heated. I'm thinking, are they going to pick that up? They didn't. But get used to temperature checks. Get used to social distancing, seating. They're going to be clean as heck. I'm telling you, they're going to ramp up that cleaning. And the days of getting hot popcorn, everything is going to be packaged. So we're not going to be able to get that. And I wonder with these movie theaters where they serve your food, how that's going to be. But it's going to be different, but they want people to come back to theaters. Disney's Mulan. I don't think it's coming to theaters. I think they're going to doing that at home on demand and then move it to Disney Plus by Labor Day. It's going to be a slow process. You've got those. Spike Lee said today, the director, I'm not going back to no theaters until there's a vaccine. Everybody ain't taking the vaccine. That's going to be another tricky thing. But they want people to come back, and they figure that if it could be a little slow walk, July and August, they'll be ready for the fall, definitely by winter, when it's going to be one blockbuster released after another. Russell Crowe has a movie called Unhinged. That's going to be like the first little test. Then Denzel Washington's son, John David Washington, he has a movie called Tenet with Robert Pattinson, who played in the Twilight movie. So it's going to be a little slow thing, but look for theaters to come back. Now, with Disney World reopening, they done already told them to don't jack up the prices. Because you know everybody's thinking, it costs an arm and a leg to get in there now. They told them, don't do it. Because there's going to be all kinds of things. You got to wear a mask. You can't bring cash, cashless payments. They don't open until July, but they already said, do not jack up the prices. I got some more Tracy Ellis Ross news. She's going to be executive producing and starring in an animated feature called Jody. If you remember, MTV had a cartoon called Daria. This is going to be the first show, animated adult show, in nearly 20 years to star a black woman. It's going to be really interesting. The Blackish star is making big news. Steve Harvey's got a new home. He and his wife, Marjorie, have purchased a home that was owned by Tyler Perry. It's a mansion down in Atlanta. They paid $15 million. This home has 17 acres, 7 bedrooms, an underground infinity pool, underground ballroom, a pool with a bar, a lighted tennis court, a gym, a spa, a theater, a wine cellar, a guest house, a runway for the private plane. Y'all know Tyler was living very large. Tyler Perry first purchased this in 2007. He paid $9 million. Steve Harvey got it for $15 million. This Sunday, Steve Harvey returns with Celebrity Family Feud, and this year is going to be really interesting. I want to see Queer Eye OG, Queer Eye New. You got 2 Chainz. You got Big Boy from Outkast. I gotta sing it in my head. But it's going to be an interesting season with Celebrity Family Feud returning. Wendy Williams' husband, Kevin, had a 2019 green Rolls Royce. He was driving it. It ran out of gas. So he left it in the Lincoln Tunnel. If you have ever been through the Lincoln Tunnel, you live in that New York area, you know how tight the Lincoln Tunnel is. Who leaves their car in the Lincoln Tunnel? Well, it ran out of gas. He's going to be fined, and he could be losing his driver's license. Kylie Jennner out here lying. Whew. Forbes magazine says this girl is not a billionaire. Apparently, they were forging tax returns. Freaknik is coming back to Atlanta. Coronavirus be damned. September 18th through the 20th. Jermaine Dupri, rapper Too Short. They're bringing this to Atlanta. It's like a concert. There's, concert party. They're saying there's going to be social distancing. 2 Live Crew's going to be there. Y'all know it's going to be so wild. They're not waiting till next year. They're not waiting for no vaccine. They're like, nope, Freaknik will return. Tamar Braxton, her show had good ratings. To Catch a Beautician. It's a new reality show on VH1, which is, it's kind of cute, with celebrity stylist Johnny Wright. They find a stylist that jacked up somebody's hair, and they put them through boot camp to make them a better stylist. In a recent interview, Tamar Braxton said she really loves her boyfriend's mother, and for the first time, she feels like she's got a mother-in-law. Like she really, really adores this woman. Tamar's show, it airs Monday nights on VH1. The unrest with the country. And for those people who don't understand, people are tired. People are angry. People are fed up. They're tired of the emboldened racism. George Floyd was murdered. And earlier today, the man who murdered him was arrested and charged with 3rd-degree murder. The other officers who stood there and did nothing, they're going to be arrested and charged too. Is 3rd-degree murder enough? Is this a start? People are not going to stop being angry because it happens too often and it happens too much. And for those who speak uninformed, Do all lives matter? Obviously. But Black lives matter. Black and brown lives matter. The emboldened racism. You could watch somebody be killed. See, now it's being filmed. Racism is being filmed. And for people to deny it when it's looking, we see it. George Floyd was murdered. He was murdered. And they still want to make excuses. Finally today, somebody said, I think we better start listening. Because the rebellion you see, not only in Minnesota, but around the country, the rebellion that you see is people being fed up. And they want to be heard. And they wanted to stop. Stop. When you have to walk around saying, stop killing us, stop. All because of the color of our skin? Really? Really? People's voices are being heard, and every day we learn more. Every day you can be a better person than the day you were before if you had the opportunity to wake up. I always say to be kind, because you do have a lot of mean people out here. There's a lot of mean people. And some people are just mean for no good reason. They're not going to like you for the color of your skin. They're going to be critical and say hurtful things. I just always talk about being kind. And if you mess up one day, if you wake up the next day, you got to vow to be a better person. It ain't up to people of color to solve this racism thing. It's something where everybody has to learn. Don't hate a person because of the color of their skin, or treat them differently, or kill them because you have a position of authority. It's a major thing. This week was a string of emotions between the woman in Central Park to the murder of George Floyd. But we just keep seeing racial things all the time. I hate when people say, why is everything so racial? Because we see it all the time. In our faces all the time. Could we have gone up in Michigan to the State House to demand the country be open with guns? No. They wouldn't let us get up the stairs without shooting. There's a difference, and you see it, and people are tired. They're tired. I talked to CNN's Don Lemon earlier today. Have you checked him out? I love Don. He has a great show every night, 10 o'clock on CNN. And he says, and I told him, I said, you are coming into your season as a journalist and being responsible and the right things to do. And it's not always easy. But I said, your voice has to be heard. Your voice has to be heard. I hope you guys have a great weekend. We got the weekend edition. We did a little changes. I told you we're kind of like sprucing up the YouTube channel. So we're kind of like, you know, like growing in this. Toya and Dex, they send their love. I appreciate you guys. I do. It's okay to disagree. To agree to disagree. It's okay. I say that all the time. It's okay. It's not cute not knowing. Have a great weekend, everybody. And I do appreciate you. If I heart you, that means that I saw your comment. So leave a comment if you want. Have a great weekend. Tell a friend, subscribe to the channel, and all of that good stuff. Y'all know after all this time of doing this, I still can't get the spiel right. Have a great weekend. And be kind. Everybody. Everybody. Let's see if this is the start. Thanks so much for joining me. Have a great weekend. And look for the weekend update. It's coming.